What is the biggest plot hole you have ever seen? How did Cypher get in and out of the Matrix to meet with the agent on his own? In the volleyball scene in Top Gun, Maverick is the one who has to cut the game short, but Goose is the one who is ridiculed by Iceman. I love Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. It's a great movie. However, there's one plot point that always bugs me. The Joker is back and Batman/Terry McGinnis is trying to track him down. He thinks the old Robin, Tim Drake, is working with Joker, so he goes to where Tim works. It turns out to be a trap, and a video of Joker confirms that Tim is in his employ. Batman escapes the trap, of course, and goes back to his Batmobile. Once there, he asks the computer to find the location of the Jolly Jack candy factory, because that's where the Joker is hiding. Except, Batman never found anything that told him that fact. He just happens to know at the right time. They could have solved this easily with a Jolly Jack sign behind Joker in the video or something. Instead, it's just we need Batman to go to the Joker so he now knows where the hideout is. In Avatar they can control biological organisms from a distance, but not one military vehicle is controlled via remote. Mulan. What happens when people failed to pass the physical tests? They got sent home. So what would have happened to her father? He would have been sent home. Me looking completely different than everyone in my family and having no baby pictures until age 3. I've only seen it once, so maybe I'm way off. But in Suicide Squad, wasn't the whole plan to get all those fools out of lockup? You go do some big helpful things / help win wars or whatever, then it got all jammed up when they had to fight the other wackos that got released, then after it's all done they just toss them back in the clink, without ever having done what they originally brought them out to do. In The Butterfly Effect, the entire premise and point of the movie was that tiny changes in the past can drastically change the future. Yet, while in jail, the main character went back in time to stab his hands so that he would have the stigmata on his hands to scare someone. This made zero sense in the context of the movie, and was a complete ass-pull that went against the entire rest of the movie. I loved A Quiet Place, but one of the things that bothered me the most from that movie was that they were facing a race of monsters that had super hearing, and they made it seem like the top scientists were working on how to combat them. However, nobody was able to find a frequency that they were weak against, until some dude stumbled upon it accidentally. It was a great movie that I was glad to experience in theaters, because it was unique, but I still just found that hard to believe. Also, there was that whole scene with the waterfall, like why wouldn't you just make your home base someplace like that where noise is naturally generated to mask your own? The 2009 Star Trek reboot. Romulan that traveled back in time over a century is angry that the Federation/Spock took too long to save Romulus from a supernova in the future. All he needed to do to fix the problem is be like, hey guys, this thing goes nova 120 plus years from now, better get a head start. Second in the same film is Kirk ending up marooned on an ice world. Not only does this planet just happen to have old Spock also on it, but he lands within hiking distance from him and randomly finds him. Out of an entire planet. The Office. Dwight takes Angela's baby's DNA to be tested and waits for the results. He is told it does not match, so the baby is not his. Later on in the series, Angela admits the baby is Dwight's. No explanation about the DNA testing place saying it wasn't. In episode 2F09, when Itchy plays Scratchy's skeleton like a xylophone, he strikes the same rib in succession, yet he produces two clearly different tones. I mean, what are we to believe, that this is a magic xylophone, or something? Why doesn't Harry Potter use his magic to cure his eyes so he doesn't have to wear glasses? All of the sitcoms where people are living way above their means. People with mostly part-time jobs having huge city apartments or really nice houses in expensive areas. In Home Alone, if the phone lines were down, how did he order that pizza? I swear, every episode of those shows where a couple goes to buy a house, Jack works part-time as a 7-Eleven clerk, and his wife Lisa sells handmade macrame belts made from old typewriter ribbons at the flea market on Sundays. They have a home buying budget of $650,000. The movie Signs. The aliens are allergic to water. They landed on the blue planet with water in the air. You can travel across unknown galaxies and you choose a planet that has your poison in the air. We wouldn't fly to a lava planet that rains lava where they drink lava, and there's anywhere between 10 to 100% lava humidity, with lava clouds floating around. Stupid. Jurassic Park. We spared no expense, except when it came to backup generators for the electric fences that contain massive predators. In the movie Die Hard, when the terrorists drive their box truck into the garage, all of the men and the equipment get out of the back of the truck. Later in the movie, towards the end, the black guy drives an ambulance out of the back of the box truck. There is no way the ambulance could have been in the truck. Everything about Ant-Man. He conserves mass when he is small and punching and falling, but not at any other times. When he is huge, he should hit like styrofoam. When he is small, he should still crush ants.